going to listen to what I have to say. Otherwise, they're not going to listen. They're not going to hear. You know, I talked about encouraging others. You guys blew up balloons tonight, right? And essentially, you can look at it as we're all looking for encouragement. We're all looking for people to listen to us and to hear us when we're going through maybe a struggle in our life or a tough time. None of us want to be alone. None of us want to just be all by ourselves all the time and not have any friends, not anybody that cares about us. There's a lot of people in our life, or in our world, that goes through life that way. They don't have people that care about them, or at least they don't think they do, and they take steps and they do things that are horrible. And Jesus at this point is saying, and as he's talking about the prophets, and he's talking about a guy named Elijah, and he says, "He who has ears, let him hear." The point is what a waste of time for all these wonderful things to be said and no one ever to listen. That would be a horrible life to live. Everything I say that nobody listens to me. I always challenge Ellie and Ian sometimes, and when Holly and I ask them to do stuff and they don't listen. And I always tell them, how would you like it if when you asked me something, I ignored you?
Oh, that's something my mom says.
And I wouldn't listen
that
to you.
Annoys me so much.
We wouldn't like that, but you would be annoyed if that's the way it was, right? You wouldn't want to live life that way. I think it's important for all of us to take an account of our own lives and ask ourselves the questions, am I listening? You're going to sit on the floor now.
That was on
Sitting on the
purpose.
floor.
No, I dropped something.
You're sitting
I
on the
reached,
floor.
What was the point of that?
because I dropped something. I reached
No.
hard and I fell.
Sorry. So, the point is that I want you to leave here tonight is to ask yourselves, are you listening to what God has been talking to you about? Or is God wasting his time? Is he wasting his time speaking to you on an individual basis about where you're at in life, what you're going through, the circumstances? Are you just kind of blowing him off? Are there people in your life, like your mom and your dad, or your friends, maybe talking to you and sharing things with you, and maybe even talking to you about maybe things that they're going through, maybe struggles that they're facing? And as a friend, are you listening to them? Or are you too busy worried about yourself? As John the Baptist said, I've got to put myself aside for what I want to do because Jesus needs to be first in my life and first in this world. And all of us have that decision. All of us have that choice to make. And so I want you to think about that, and we're going to pray here in just a minute and go get some root beer floats. But are you listening? When God speaks to you, are your ears open? Secondly, are you listening to others? Friends, family members, when they're speaking into your life? And then thirdly, are you speaking into other people's lives? Are you trying to encourage them, in a sense, blow them up in a good way, in a positive way? Because we have an opportunity to be an encouragement to one another and to help one another. And it's a challenge. It's hard sometimes because we immediately think about ourselves and how important we are. But God puts people in our lives for reasons and for purposes. And I think we need to make sure we take account and stock in that, man, I've got some good friends in my life. I've got a good family in my life. And I need to demonstrate that I'm listening. Most of all,